It's not about your looks, it's not your bank account, and it's definitely not some outdated dating hack. This truth is something most men are too afraid to face, but once you do, it will transform your confidence and relationships forever. Hollywood won't teach you this, social media won't tell you, even your closest friends might not know, because the real secret to attraction, the kind that makes women stop and take notice, comes from mastering your mind and living with unshakable purpose. And that's where Stoic philosophy holds the blueprint. If you're ready to ditch the games and discover what truly makes a man magnetic, stick around. Welcome to Win Stoic, your guide to building an unshakable mindset, elevating your relationships, and becoming the man you were born to be. Hit that subscribe button because your transformation starts now. The problem with traditional advice. What if everything you've been taught about attraction is only half the truth? You've heard it before: be nice, always be available, solve her problems. It sounds like solid advice, right? But here's the harsh reality. Following this script often leaves you overlooked, undervalued, and stuck in the dreaded friend zone. The truth is, this formula, though well-intentioned, is dangerously incomplete. Men who rely solely on kindness and availability often fade into the background. Why? Because approval-seeking behavior, constantly bending over backward to please, subtly signals a lack of confidence and self-respect. And here's where the paradox kicks in. Why do some men who put in far less effort seem to captivate attention effortlessly? Why is the guy who isn't always available, who doesn't rush to fix everything, seen as more attractive? The answer lies in how these men project themselves. Attraction isn't about being endlessly nice or constantly available. It's about embodying qualities that inspire respect and admiration. And this is where Stoicism, one of the world's most powerful philosophies, unlocks a deeper truth about human nature, relationships, and what truly makes a man irresistible. The truth about the nice guy trap. The struggle of the nice guy isn't new. Plenty of men take pride in being reliable, supportive, and accommodating, only to find themselves stuck in the friend zone, wondering why their genuine efforts go unnoticed. The hard truth? Constantly seeking approval diminishes your value. When you put someone else's needs above your own, not from a place of strength, but from a fear of rejection, you lose something crucial: your authenticity. Stoic philosophy teaches us that true self-mastery comes from maintaining inner peace and clarity, no matter the circumstances. As the great Stoic thinker Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." The moment you base your self-worth on external validation, you give away your power. The result? A man who seems unsure of himself, overly agreeable, and ultimately forgettable. On the flip side, men who cultivate self-respect and live with purpose become magnetic. They're not cold or indifferent, they simply don't tie their identity to anyone's approval. This kind of confidence isn't just attractive, it's transformational. Stoicism reminds us that true confidence isn't about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about standing firm in your values, living with integrity, and embracing your own path. This isn't just philosophy, it's deeply practical. Imagine someone pushes your buttons. Do you react impulsively, scrambling to appease them? Or do you stay composed, responding with calm clarity? The second approach defines true strength. It's about focusing on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. And when you adopt this mindset, something remarkable happens. You become grounded, decisive, and emotionally stable. You stop chasing validation and start attracting people naturally. You shift from being overlooked to being someone worth gravitating toward. As Seneca wisely put it, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. By letting go of the constant need for affirmation, you show that your worth isn't dictated by others. And in today's hyper-connected world, where social media, dating apps, and cultural pressure push people to seek approval. This mindset is more important than ever. Instead of trying to be liked by everyone, focus on being respected by yourself first. This doesn't mean rejecting kindness or compassion. It means practicing them from a place of strength, not desperation. Stoicism challenges you to turn inward, to cultivate resilience and purpose. When you do that, you won't just improve your relationships, you'll transform your entire life. The meerkat versus the lion. In attraction and relationships, people often fall into one of two roles, the meek meerkat or the majestic lion. Picture the meerkat, always on edge, darting around, eager to please, constantly available, and entirely safe. On the surface, these traits seem admirable. Who wouldn't want a dependable, accommodating partner? But here's the catch. Over-availability and a constant need to please don't spark desire. They don't create deep emotional connection. Instead, they lead to predictability. And in the realm of attraction, predictability quickly turns into boredom. Now contrast this with the lion. The lion moves with confidence and purpose, carrying an air of boldness and mystery. The lion doesn't seek approval. It doesn't need to. It is secure in its strength, unwavering in its direction. The lion doesn't chase attention. It commands it. The meerkat versus the lion. Which one sparks desire? Which do you think stirs more passion, intrigue, and attraction, the meerkat or the lion? The meerkat represents comfort, predictability, and safety. And while comfort has its place, it doesn't create excitement. It doesn't ignite deep admiration or attraction. The lion, on the other hand, embodies strength, confidence, and purpose, qualities that naturally command respect and spark desire. Now ask yourself, how do you show up in your relationships? Are you constantly seeking approval, bending over backward, hoping to be noticed? Or are you leading with purpose, standing firm in your values and showing confidence in your own skin? True fulfillment, the kind of stoic happiness that brings deep satisfaction, aligns far more with the lion than the meerkat. It's about being steady, self-assured, and unshakable rather than reactive and overly accommodating. This idea isn't just about attraction, it applies everywhere, including the workplace. The meerkat is the person who says yes to everything, always available, always agreeable, even at the cost of their own well-being. They're reliable, but they rarely stand out. The lion knows their worth, sets boundaries, and approaches challenges with confidence. They aren't afraid to say no when necessary, and because of that, people respect and admire them. The same dynamic plays out in relationships. People are drawn to confidence, purpose, and authenticity, traits the lion naturally exudes and that Stoicism teaches us to cultivate. But here's the real question. What would it take for you to transition from being the meerkat to becoming the lion? This isn't about pretending to be something you're not. It's not about playing games or adopting a fake persona. It's about shifting your mindset, about embodying true self-respect. The power of self-assurance. Stoicism teaches us one of the most powerful lessons in life. Focus on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, and your reactions. Once you grasp this, you unlock an unshakable inner strength. This wisdom urges you to stop seeking approval from others and instead find fulfillment in living according to your own principles. Let's bring this idea to life with a simple story. Imagine a man who's constantly texting someone he's interested in, checking in every hour, making himself available at a moment's notice. At first, the attention might seem sweet, but over time, it feels overwhelming, even clingy. Now picture another man. He doesn't rush to text. He's focused on his own life, his work, his hobbies, his goals. When he does reach out, his presence feels intentional. His time means something. The difference? One man is acting out of neediness, while the other operates from self-assurance. What makes someone magnetic? Attraction isn't about how much you do for someone, it's about how you carry yourself. Confidence, mystery, purpose. These traits naturally draw people in because they signal a person who knows their worth and refuses to compromise it. This doesn't mean abandoning kindness or compassion. It means leading with strength, staying true to your convictions, and letting your actions speak louder than your words. When you embrace this mindset, you naturally shift from meerkat to lion, and trust me, people will notice the difference. The path to true confidence. If you want to elevate your relationships and cultivate true Stoic happiness, start with this. Are you seeking approval, or are you living with purpose? Are you showing up as the best version of yourself, or are you holding back out of fear or insecurity? The transition from meerkat to lion doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with small, deliberate steps. Setting boundaries, pursuing your goals with focus, prioritizing self-respect over external validation. As Seneca wisely said, it is the power of the mind to be unconquerable. By embracing Stoic principles and focusing only on what you can control, you naturally become more magnetic, more captivating, not just to others, but to yourself. Because at the end of the day, the lion's real power isn't in its roar or its mane, it's in its quiet, unwavering confidence, the power of purpose. Cultivating an unshakable presence. Your sense of purpose is like an anchor. It keeps you steady, focused, and confident. And the best part? You can start cultivating it today. So, are you ready to make the shift? Understanding attraction. Through Stoicism, attraction isn't just about charm, looks, or strategy. It's about cultivating a mindset that aligns with your true nature and purpose. And this is exactly where Stoicism offers profound lessons, not just about life, but about embodying the traits that naturally draw others in. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to embrace our true selves, live with purpose. Stop chasing external validation. How often do we adjust our behavior, not because it's authentic, but because we want to be liked? Stoicism challenges us to flip that script. Instead of seeking approval, we build an unshakable foundation of resilience, confidence, and self-worth. As an ancient Stoic put it, know first who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly. Attraction begins with self-awareness. When you truly know who you are, you stop bending for approval. The lion doesn't roar to prove its power. It moves with quiet confidence, secure in its value. And in relationships, that same energy is magnetic, the irresistible power of Stoic confidence. Men who approach life with purpose and authenticity stand out without trying. Why? Because they lead with conviction. They don't bend their beliefs to please others. They don't seek validation. And that kind of self-assurance is magnetic. Women aren't drawn to confidence because it's flashy or loud. They're drawn to it because it signals emotional stability, depth, and direction, qualities that create a deep, unshakable attraction. But why is this kind of confidence so irresistible? Because it reflects strength, intensity, and passion, universal traits that people admire. The two types of men, the approval seeker, always eager to please, adjusting his personality to gain favor, waiting for validation from others. The Stoic leader moves with quiet determination, values his time and purpose, doesn't chase, yet naturally commands respect and intrigue. The second man doesn't react to life, he shapes it through deliberate action. As Marcus Aurelius put it, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. High-value men internalize this truth. They know that their strength comes from within, not from external approval. Becoming a high-value man in the modern world, want to cultivate this magnetic presence in today's world? Start by asking yourself, are you living in alignment with your principles or adjusting to fit in? Are your actions driven by purpose or reacting to outside pressures? These aren't easy questions, but they're necessary if you want to develop the resilience and authenticity that set you apart. In a world where social media and societal pressures push us to seek validation, the ability to stand firm in who you are is rare. And that rarity is what makes it attractive. Now think about this. Who are you naturally drawn to? The person who constantly seeks attention and approval, or the one who moves through life secure in their value? The answer is obvious. And it reflects a core Stoic truth. Living with purpose creates a natural magnetism. As Seneca put it, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Real confidence isn't about craving validation. It's about knowing your worth without needing anyone to confirm it. Becoming the lion in your own life. By embracing Stoic principles, you step into your true power, becoming someone who moves with purpose, exudes authenticity, inspires respect without effort. And here's the key, this isn't about pretending to be something you're not. It's about becoming the best version of who you already are. When you develop this Stoic mindset, you not only become more attractive to others, but you cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment and inner peace. Because the lion's real power, it's not in its roar, it's in its quiet, unshakable confidence. Live with purpose, not for approval. The ultimate goal isn't to impress others, it's to build a life of meaning and purpose that naturally draws the right people into your orbit. True attraction starts from within. When you stand firm in your belief, live with authenticity, focus on your inner world, you unlock a magnetic presence that no amount of superficial charm can replicate. If this resonated with you, it's time to make a declaration. Comment, I am becoming the lion, to show the world that you're stepping into your power. But don't stop here. The next chapter of your journey awaits. The transformation journey. What if the very behaviors you were taught to embrace, seeking approval, avoiding conflict, and putting others first, are actually the ones holding you back? Becoming someone truly magnetic doesn't come from chasing external validation. It comes from mastering your inner world. Recognizing the Meerkat mindset. The first step to transformation is awareness, understanding the habits that keep you stuck in the role of the Meerkat, approval-seeking, constantly looking for validation from others, over-accommodating, sacrificing your needs to keep the peace. Fear of rejection, avoiding self-expression to avoid discomfort. These behaviors feel safe, but they come at a cost. When you seek worth from external sources, you give away control over your own identity. Think about it. Have you ever said yes to something just to be liked? That's a classic Meerkat move. It's time to leave it behind. Becoming the lion. The 4 steps of transformation. Embrace self-awareness. You can't change what you don't recognize. Take a moment to reflect. Where in your life have you prioritized others' opinions over your own values? Are there moments when you've compromised your beliefs just to fit in? Awareness is the foundation of any transformation. The more you acknowledge these patterns, the more power you gain over them. 2. Cultivate self-respect. Self-respect starts with setting boundaries and prioritizing your principles. As the Stoic philosophers put it, he who is not a slave to his desires and does not bend to the will of others is free. True freedom comes from living in alignment with your values, not from constantly chasing approval. 3. Build unshakable confidence. Confidence isn't something you fake, it's something you earn. You build it by pursuing hobbies that excite you, setting personal goals that challenge you, embracing discomfort as a part of growth. Ask yourself, what's one thing you've always wanted to do but avoided because it felt risky? That's exactly where your growth lies. Fourth, stop chasing approval. Your worth is inherent. It doesn't need to be earned through external actions. When you truly internalize this truth, you break free from the exhausting cycle of trying to be what others expect. Instead, you can finally focus on becoming the best version of yourself, on your terms, putting it into practice. Want to start your transformation today? Here's how. Pursue hobbies that bring you joy. Learn an instrument, start a side project, or explore something new. These activities build your skills and reinforce your independence. Set goals that challenge you. Remind yourself that failure isn't a setback, it's a stepping stone. Embrace discomfort. Nothing worthwhile is achieved without effort. Growth comes from action, not from staying in your comfort zone. Adopt Stoic practices. Try journaling, mindfulness, and intentional living to develop a stronger mindset. Step into your power. This journey isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming more of who you truly are. By embracing self-awareness, self-respect, and self-mastery, you evolve from the meerkat into the lion, a presence that is strong, steady, and impossible to ignore. Your next move, declare it. Comment, "I am becoming the lion," and take the first step into your power. Live with intention, not approval. Journaling helps you reflect on your actions and thoughts. Mindfulness keeps you grounded in the present moment. Intentional living ensures every decision aligns with your values. As Seneca wisely said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. When you live intentionally, you prepare yourself for opportunities that align with your purpose. The ultimate lesson. Transforming from a meerkat to a lion isn't about becoming someone else. It's about stripping away everything that isn't truly you. When you embrace self-awareness, cultivate self-respect, build inner confidence, stop chasing approval, you naturally command respect and admiration. This isn't about impressing others. It's about becoming someone you're proud of when you look in the mirror. What is Stoicism if not a guide to living with purpose and authenticity? This mindset is your roadmap to reclaiming your power, and it all starts with one simple question. Are you ready to live as the lion you were always meant to be? The choice is yours. The time is now. Setting boundaries, the key to freedom. Let's talk about boundaries. The invisible lines that define who you are, what you stand for, what you're willing to accept. Boundaries aren't just rules, they are declarations of self-respect and confidence. Setting boundaries doesn't make you selfish, it makes you strong. Think about the lion, a symbol of unwavering strength and purpose. It doesn't compromise its values for validation. It doesn't seek approval from the herd. It moves with dignity, refusing to be swayed by opinions or demands. But this is a lesson we all need to embrace. Where are you compromising? Ask yourself. Have you ever said yes to something that conflicted with your goals just to avoid disappointing someone? Have you ever tolerated disrespect because you were afraid to walk away? These moments might seem small, but over time, they erode your sense of self-worth. Stoicism reminds us that true freedom comes from living in alignment with our values. Reclaiming control, the power of boundaries. Setting boundaries in today's world can feel daunting, especially when society rewards over-accommodation. People expect self-sacrifice, but boundaries are essential for protecting your energy, time, and mental well-being. As the Stoics taught, no man is free who is not master of himself. When you set boundaries, you reclaim control over your life instead of letting others dictate your time and energy. Tolerating disrespect, whether in relationships, at work, or even from strangers, chips away at your confidence. But here's the Stoic truth: you can't control how others behave. You can control how you respond. If someone's actions drain your energy or violate your boundaries, It's up to you to stand firm and refuse to accept it. Saying, "I won't tolerate this," isn't confrontation, it's self-respect in action. It's choosing to live true to your values without fear of judgment. The more you practice, the stronger you become. Every time you say no to what doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to your growth and well-being. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our actions, our thoughts, our values, and to let go of what we can't, like other people's reactions. Setting boundaries aligns with this principle because it shifts your focus inward. Instead of worrying about how others might react, you concentrate on living authentically and honoring your principles. This isn't just empowering, it's liberating. When you stop fearing judgment and start prioritizing your own values, you become unshakable. Boundaries create space for what truly matters. Boundaries aren't just about saying no, they're about making room for what truly matters. When you set clear limits, you free up time and energy for your passions, strengthen your relationships with those who truly respect you, create space for personal growth. Think about it. How much more fulfilling would your life be if you weren't constantly drained by obligations you didn't want to take on? How much more confident would you feel if you stopped allowing relationships that don't serve you to take up space? This is your moment to step into your power. Are you ready to live life as the lion with strength, purpose, and unshakable self-respect? Protecting your energy, the gateway to a meaningful life. When you protect your energy, you create space for a life filled with purpose and meaning, a life that reflects the best version of yourself. This is Stoic happiness in action, living with intention, free from the weight of unnecessary burdens, grounded in clarity and self-respect. Now take a moment to reflect. Where is your time and energy going? Are you overcommitted? Are you tolerating behavior that goes against your values? Once you identify these areas, take small but firm steps to assert yourself. Say no to requests that conflict with your goals. Speak up when someone crosses a line. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away, they're about creating a framework for growth and self-respect. And if setting boundaries feels uncomfortable at first, that's a good sign. Growth thrives in discomfort. Every step you take strengthens your confidence and inner power. The Stoic perspective on boundaries. You can't control how others respond to your boundaries, but you can control how you uphold them. The more you commit to living true to your values, the more you'll attract people who respect and support you. This is the power of the lion's mindset, a life of integrity, strength, authenticity that commands respect without seeking it. Boundaries are the foundation of a fulfilling life. They protect your energy, honor your values, create space for growth and happiness. So ask yourself, where in your life do you need stronger boundaries? What would it look like to start living as the lion instead of the sheep? The answers lie within you, and the choice to act is yours. The path to Stoic happiness and freedom begins with a single step. Are you ready to take it? Confidence, the foundation of a high-value life. Now, let's talk about confidence, the unshakable quality that separates high-value men from the rest. True confidence, the kind that draws people in and keeps them captivated, is much deeper than what most people think. It doesn't come from superficial displays of bravado, trying to project an image of success, seeking external validation. It comes from within, rooted in your achievements, your alignment with your values, your ability to navigate life with purpose. The Stoic perspective on confidence. Real confidence isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about knowing who you are and standing firm in that knowledge. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. How much of your life has been spent proving yourself to others instead of simply living in alignment with your principles? Superficial as authentic confidence. Superficial confidence, the fake it till you make it mentality, might get you a foot in the door, but it's not sustainable. People quickly see through empty bravado, and when the facade crumbles, it often leaves you feeling hollow and unsure of yourself. Real confidence grows organically through personal growth, skill building, embracing life's challenges. It's about investing in yourself, learning new skills, setting meaningful goals, celebrating progress along the way. Think back to a moment when you felt genuinely proud of yourself. Chances are it came from overcoming an obstacle, stepping outside your comfort zone, achieving something meaningful. Confidence doesn't come from avoiding difficulties. It comes from facing them head-on and emerging stronger. The Stoic formula for confidence. The Stoic mindset teaches that confidence is deeply tied to control. Focus on what you can control, your actions, responses, and mindset. Letting go. Stop worrying about external opinions and uncontrollable outcomes. When you stop chasing validation and start acting with clarity and purpose, you unlock an inner power that's impossible to fake. High-value men understand this. They don't waste time comparing themselves to others, chasing validation, seeking approval. Instead, they channel their energy into living authentically. Confidence is a byproduct of action. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. You gain confidence by taking action. You strengthen it by challenging yourself. You solidify it by staying true to your principles. The more you invest in yourself, the more genuine confidence you'll develop. And that's the kind of confidence that commands respect, without ever demanding it. So ask yourself, are you ready to step into your power? Are you ready to start living with unshakable confidence? Because the lion doesn't seek approval, it simply moves with purpose. Embodying confidence, living your values in action. As the epic teachers put it, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Ask yourself, are you truly living the principles you claim to value, or are fear and doubt holding you back? True confidence isn't about words, it's about action. Building confidence. One step at a time, confidence isn't a destination, it's a journey. Every goal you move toward, every skill you develop, every challenge you overcome is a brick in the foundation of your confidence. Yet too often, we dismiss our achievements because they don't seem big enough. But here's the truth. Progress is progress. When you start seeing your small wins as proof of your effort and commitment, you trust yourself more deeply. Resilience, the Stoic key to unshakable confidence. Stoicism teaches us that setbacks aren't failures, they're opportunities to grow. When you embrace challenges with this mindset, you become unshakable because you know, no matter what happens, you have the strength to adapt and persevere. In today's world where social media distorts confidence and success, it's easy to fall into the comparison trap. You see others projecting perfection. You feel like you're falling short. But remember, confidence built on appearances is fragile. Confidence built on substance is enduring. High-value individuals don't measure their worth by likes or followers, superficial accolades, temporary validation. Instead, they measure it by how well they're living according to their values. Ask yourself, are you defining success on your own terms, or are you letting society's standards dictate your self-worth? Answering this question honestly can transform your perspective. The Stoic formula for confidence 1. Clarify your values. What do you stand for? What truly matters to you? 2. Take deliberate action. Even small steps count. Stay aligned with your principles. 3. Practice mindfulness. Stay present. Don't get lost in doubt or distractions. Detach from external approval. Let go of the need for validation. As Seneca wisely said, the greatest wealth is to live content with little. This isn't about settling for less. It's about finding confidence in living authentically without the constant need for approval. Confidence isn't something you're born with or something you can fake. It's something you build. It comes from doing the work, facing challenges, and staying true to your values. And here's the secret. The most magnetic confidence isn't loud or flashy. It's real. The choice is yours. If you embrace the Stoic mindset and commit to living with purpose and integrity, you win the life you were meant to live. Emotional stability, the unshakable power that commands respect. What separates men who are merely liked from those who are admired and desired? It's not. Wealth looks charm. It's emotional stability. Often overlooked, this trait is the cornerstone of the Stoic mindset and a defining quality of high-value men. Emotional stability. The foundation of strength. Emotional stability isn't just about staying calm during life's storms. It's about mastering your reactions, leading with composure, radiating trustworthiness. This quality naturally draws people in friendships, relationships, and leadership. As Seneca put it, you must live for others if you wish to live for yourself. Being grounded isn't just about personal benefit, it's about creating a safe and reliable space for others. This is especially crucial in relationships. Emotional stability in action. A disagreement arises. What do you do? React impulsively with anger, jealousy, or defensiveness? Or pause, reflect, and choose a thoughtful response? One is a sign of insecurity. The other is a mark of true confidence and self-mastery. Stoicism teaches us, focus on what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses. Let go of what you cannot, how others react or perceive you. This mindset isn't just empowering, it's liberating. The more you embrace emotional stability, the more you command respect effortlessly, build deeper, more meaningful connections, develop an unshakable sense of inner peace, because the lion doesn't react to every noise in the jungle. It moves with calm, quiet power, fully in control of itself. And so can you. The power of emotional stability, strength, composure, and leadership. In life, you can't always control how others behave or what they think, but you can always control how you respond. When you consistently display calmness under pressure, you project. Strength, maturity, the ability to lead, and that's what makes you not just attractive, but deeply respected. Why emotional stability is irresistible. Modern life is a constant test of emotional resilience. Work stress, personal responsibilities, and digital distractions pull us in every direction. But the man who remains steady under pressure, he stands out. He becomes a beacon of reliability. He commands respect without demanding it. On the other hand, emotional instability, whether it's frequent anger, outbursts, unpredictable mood swings, excessive jealousy, signals a lack of self-control and erodes trust. Women, like everyone else, are naturally drawn to stability. Why? Because it makes them feel safe and valued. A man who keeps his cool in difficult moments proves his strength in ways words never could. Ask yourself, would you rather be around someone who reacts impulsively to every problem, or someone who stays composed no matter what? The answer is obvious. How to cultivate emotional stability 1. Master your triggers. Become aware of what sets you off. If criticism makes you defensive, practice pausing before reacting. Ask yourself, does this feedback have merit? How can I grow from it? 2. Journaling. The Stoic habit for clarity. Writing down your thoughts helps you recognize patterns in your emotions, identify areas for improvement, gain perspective before reacting. 3. Mindfulness and meditation practices, like deep breathing, meditation, staying present, help you avoid being swept away by emotions and make level-headed decisions. 4. Embrace challenges instead of avoiding them. As Marcus Aurelius said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This means seeing obstacles not as barriers, but as stepping stones to growth. Every hard conversation, every unexpected setback, every moment of stress is an opportunity to prove your resilience. Emotional stability equals self-mastery. A high-value man knows his emotions are his responsibility. He doesn't blame others for how he feels. External chaos does not dictate his inner state. This self-mastery is the core of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to act with integrity and purpose no matter what's happening around us. By cultivating this level of control, you become someone others can depend on, a rare source of strength in a chaotic world, a man whose presence commands respect effortlessly. Emotional stability isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about striving to be better every day, learning from mistakes rather than being controlled by them, showing up with authenticity and grace even when things aren't perfect. When you embody this kind of stability, you become magnetic. When you live with conviction, you don't just elevate yourself, you uplift those around you. Purpose is power. Purpose is attraction. When you live with clarity, direction, and passion, you naturally attract respect, admiration, and the right people into your life, not because you're chasing attention, not because you're trying to impress, but because you're a man who knows where he's going and refuses to be distracted. And that? Live with purpose. Lead with confidence. At the heart of a purpose-driven life lies one thing: determination. When you live with clear intent, everything changes. You gain clarity on your path. You exude confidence in your actions. You develop an unshakable sense of direction. It transforms you not just as an individual, but as a partner, a friend, and a man of value. Women are drawn to men who are fully alive, men who wake up with a sense of mission and pursue it with relentless energy. But living with purpose doesn't mean ignoring relationships. Instead, it means bringing that same level of passion and integrity into them. When you live with purpose, you don't just attract people, you elevate them. Your life becomes meaningful, your actions intentional, and your relationships deeper. This isn't just about becoming irresistible, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. Embrace the Stoic mindset, commit to your purpose, watch your life transform. This is the path to true fulfillment, and it begins with a single step. Are you ready to take it? Are you ready to live with focus and intention? Drop "I own my destiny" in the comments to mark your commitment to this path. Your transformation is just beginning. Authenticity in action. The key to genuine attraction. Now let's talk about one of the most overlooked yet undeniably powerful traits in relationships: authenticity. In a world where so many people are obsessed with presenting a polished, perfect version of themselves, authenticity is like a breath of fresh air. Sure, pretending to be someone you're not might feel like an easy way to impress, but here's the hard truth: it always backfires. Why? Because when your actions don't align with your true self, people can sense it. Why authenticity is magnetic. High-value men understand that authenticity isn't optional, it's essential. Women are naturally drawn to men who are unapologetically themselves, men who own both their strengths and their imperfections, men who live with integrity and self-awareness. As Epictetus said, first, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Authenticity isn't about pretending to be great. It's about being honest with yourself and living in alignment with your truth. When you do this, checkmark your words and actions naturally align. You create a magnetic sense of trust. You stand out because being real is rare. Think about it. How many times have you met someone who seemed genuine at first, only to later realize they were exaggerating their accomplishments or hiding parts of themselves to fit in? It's disappointing, right? Now, imagine someone who shares their true self with you, their passions, their goals, even their vulnerabilities. That kind of openness is powerful. It creates deep, meaningful connections far beyond superficial charm. Women find authenticity irresistible because it communicates confidence and self-assurance. When you own who you are, you're saying, "This is me, and I'm good with that." And in a world where most people are afraid to be real, that's rare and incredibly attractive. How to be authentically. Authenticity doesn't mean oversharing. It doesn't mean wearing your heart on your sleeve 24/7. It simply means showing up as yourself, without playing games or trying to manipulate how others perceive you. Instead of exaggerating your achievements, talk about what genuinely excites you. Instead of hiding your past mistakes, share how they helped you grow. Instead of pretending to be perfect, own your flaws and work on them. When you embrace who you are, flaws and all, you give others permission to do the same. That's what builds real trust and respect. The power of vulnerability. Being authentic also means being vulnerable when the situation calls for it. Admitting when you're wrong. Acknowledging your mistakes. Showing that you're actively working on becoming better. Because here's the truth. Strength isn't about having no weaknesses, it's about owning them. Final thought. Authenticity is your superpower. In a world where so many people hide behind masks and facades, the man who is genuinely himself stands out. He's confident, not because he's perfect, but because he's real. He's attractive, not because he plays games, but because he knows who he is. He's respected, not because he seeks approval, but because he lives with integrity. When you embrace authenticity, you don't just improve your relationships, you transform your entire life. So ask yourself, are you ready to drop the mask? Are you ready to step into the power of being unapologetically you? Authenticity, the courage to be real. Being authentic takes courage, but that's exactly what makes it so attractive. It signals that you're not trying to be perfect. You're simply striving to be better. Living authentically requires a strong mindset. It means letting go of the need for constant approval. It means standing firm in who you are, regardless of outside opinions. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and that includes how we present ourselves. You can't control how others perceive you, but you can control whether you're being true to yourself. This kind of self-awareness is at the core of what it means to live with strength and integrity. Authenticity attracts the right people. When you own your identity, values, and purpose without fear of judgment, you naturally attract the right people into your life. These are the people who appreciate you for who you are, not for who you're pretending to be, but modern life often pressures us to conform to unrealistic standards. Social media tells us we need to be flawless. Workplaces expect us to fit a certain mold. Society constantly pushes external validation. The more you try to fit in, the more you lose yourself. But here's the beautiful paradox. When you stop trying to impress everyone, you naturally become more impressive. Authenticity radiates confidence because it shows you're comfortable in your own skin. Real confidence comes from honesty. If a relationship is built on pretending, it will eventually fall apart. Instead of putting on a show, focus on what genuinely excites you. Maybe you're starting a new project. Maybe you're in a period of growth and learning. Being honest about where you are in your journey is far more compelling than pretending to have it all figured out. People respect honesty. Women, in particular, are drawn to men who are open about their challenges and committed to their growth. Because in the end, authenticity isn't just about being real, it's about being brave enough to embrace who you are. It's about rejecting the superficial and focusing on trust, respect, and real connections. Authenticity is a daily practice. Stoicism reminds us that authenticity isn't a destination, it's a practice. Every day, you have the chance to show up as your true self. Every day, you can align your actions with your values. Every day, you can let go of the fear of judgment. Are you ready to live with honesty, courage, and confidence? Drop "I choose authenticity" in the comments if you're committed to being real in a world full of fakes. Mastering presence and focus. The ultimate attraction hack. In a world full of distractions, mastering presence and focus is like possessing a superpower. One of the harsh truths about attraction is this: connection cannot thrive in the presence of divided attention, constant notifications, fragmented thoughts, endless multitasking. These things have made true presence a rarity, but that's exactly why it's so magnetic, why presence is powerful. When you are fully present with someone, listening intently, engaging thoughtfully, making them feel seen, you create a level of intimacy and trust that superficial charm never could. Marcus Aurelius captured this perfectly. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This Stoic wisdom reminds us that every moment matters. The way you show up in each interaction shapes not just your relationships, but your legacy. Your energy speaks before you do. Being present isn't just about listening, it's about the energy you bring into every encounter. Think about it. When you walk into a room, are you calm, collected, and focused? Or are you distracted, restless, and scattered? The way you carry yourself speaks volumes before you even say a word. And trust me, women notice. Nothing kills attraction faster than feeling ignored, undervalued, or like an afterthought. How to cultivate true presence. Presence is about tuning out the noise and giving your undivided attention to what or who is in front of you. Put away your phone, maintain steady eye contact, respond with thoughtfulness, not autopilot reactions. This kind of attentiveness communicates respect, care, and emotional intelligence. It makes the other person feel genuinely valued, and that's the foundation of every deep connection. And here's the truth: high-value men prioritize presence because they know true confidence isn't loud, it's focused. Final thought: presence is a game changer. In a world where everyone is distracted, the man who is fully present stands out. He's confident not because he talks the most, but because he listens the best. He's attractive not because he's flashy, but because he makes others feel seen. He's respected not because he demands it, but because he commands it with his presence. Want to level up your relationships, your career, and your life? Start by being fully present. Are you ready to turn off the distractions and truly show up? The power of presence, your secret weapon. In a world full of distractions, the ability to be fully present is a rare and powerful skill. High-value men understand this. Stoicism aligns perfectly with mastering presence because it teaches you to focus only on what you can control. You can't eliminate the noise around you, but you can control how you respond to it. Presence requires discipline. It's not automatic. It's intentional. How to build presence, one step at a time. Start small. The next time you're in a conversation, resist the urge to check your phone. Let go of the impulse to mentally check out. Listen actively and ask meaningful questions. This level of focus not only strengthens your relationships, but also sets you apart as someone who truly values others. And here's the secret. When you give your full attention, people notice and they remember. Why presence is so attractive. Distractions are everywhere, and they slowly erode even the strongest connections. Think about it. How often have you been in a conversation where someone was more focused on their phone than on you? How did that make you feel? Now flip the scenario. When someone gives you their full attention, doesn't it feel like a gift? That's the power of presence. It's rare, it's impactful, and it makes you unforgettable. Women find this quality especially attractive because it signals emotional intelligence, strength, and confidence. It shows that you're secure enough to step away from distractions and invest fully in the moment, a rare and refreshing trait. But presence isn't just about relationships, it's about how you approach life. Living a focused life. The Stoic way. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what truly matters, and being present is a fundamental part of that. When you're distracted, you miss out on the richness of life. When you're fully engaged, every moment becomes an opportunity to grow, connect, make an impact. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media, imagine using that time to cultivate a skill, work toward a goal, strengthen a meaningful relationship. This shift from distraction to focus transforms not only how others perceive you, but how you perceive yourself. Presence builds confidence because it aligns your actions with your values, creating a sense of integrity that is deeply fulfilling. Mastering presence is a practice, not a destination. You won't get it perfect all the time. Distractions will creep in. Your mind will wander, and that's okay. The key is to notice when it happens and gently bring your focus back to the present. This is where Stoic discipline comes in. By choosing presence, you're training your mind to be more disciplined, more attentive, more resilient. Over time, this practice becomes second nature. You'll find yourself building stronger connections, making a deeper impact, living life in a way you never thought possible. Final thought, the magnetic power of presence. Presence is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed. It's about choosing to fully engage, even when the world constantly pulls your attention in a million directions. It's about valuing the moment, the person in front of you, and the impact you're creating. When you master presence, you don't just become more attractive, you become more fulfilled, you become more aligned, you become more in tune with the life you truly want to lead. Conclusion: the truth about becoming magnetic. The path to becoming truly irresistible starts with rejecting the need for constant approval and embracing your inherent worth. Cultivate self-respect, set firm boundaries, live with purpose and confidence. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build through consistent growth and disciplined action. The choice to transform is yours, so commit to becoming the lion, the high-value man who commands respect and admiration by living authentically. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or your journey toward mastering these principles. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me here on Stoic for the next step in your transformation. You have the power to live a life of purpose, confidence, and magnetic energy. Take that first step today, on fire.